The only reason the Palestinians want to go back to Gaza is they have no alternative. It's right now a demolition site. This is just a demolition site. Virtually every building is down. They're living under fallen concrete that's very dangerous and very precarious. They instead can occupy all of a beautiful area with homes and safety, and they can live out their lives in peace and harmony instead of having to go back and do it again. The U.S. will take over the Gaza Strip, and we will do a job with it, too. We'll own it and be responsible for dismantling all of the dangerous unexploded bombs and other weapons on the site, level the site and get rid of the destroyed buildings, level it out, create an economic development that will supply unlimited numbers of jobs and housing for the people of the area. Do a real job, do something different. Just can't go back. If you go back, it's going to end up the same way it has for 100 years. I'm hopeful that this ceasefire could be the beginning of a larger and more enduring peace that will end the bloodshed and killing once and for all. With the same goal in mind, my administration has been moving quickly to restore trust in the alliance and rebuild American strength throughout the region. And we've really done that. We're a respected nation again. The only reason the Palestinians...
Hey, he did not lie with that last statement. We are a respected nation again. We are a respected nation again. With Biden in office, we were a joke. This dude was doing everything to make sure we had no respect out here in these streets. Now, whether you like us or hate us, you damn sure gonna respect us. And they'll check this out though. This dude Trump, he's like, hey, we need all them to leave. Need all them to leave so we can go in and destroy all this rubble and clear the place up and rebuild and all this great stuff, you know. And while I do salute peace treaties and peace talks and you know, the end of wars and stuff like that, I do like that. I do you know, I support it. I'm not sure if I really support us going in there and rebuilding the place for them though. Not since he ran off of not giving out foreign aid as much. Like, we're gonna need transparency with this rebuild right here, because unless you about to Thanos snap that mug up out of here, like you gonna Thanos snap that rubble out of here and we ain't gonna pay for it, we need a breakdown on this budget. How much is this gonna cost us? How much is this gonna run us? And also, if we rebuild it, you're talking about give it to us, are we still gonna own it? Is this going to be like our next proxy party in the Middle East? We got Israel and Palestine. Is that what's going on? I mean, Gaza, is that what's going on here? So that's what we do have though is the Israeli Defense Force leaving. I mean, having everybody leave. They're removing everybody. So we're about to check that out.
Minister Israel Katz has instructed the IDF to prepare to facilitate what he called the voluntary departure of Palestinians from Gaza. Israel controls all of Gaza's borders at present and all of the crossings. It says who goes...
The voluntary leaving of Gaza. You know what they call this? The Jews called this? They call this the Exodus.
In and who goes out. But at the moment, it's only talking about Palestinians going out, and there's no mention of people coming back in. This is despite the Israeli government saying it doesn't have any more details about how President Trump's proposal would be implemented. And the president himself says it would only be enacted after Israel had finished fighting and Palestinians had already left the territory. The president says Israel would then hand over control to the United States and that no US troops would be needed inside Gaza. This plan has really spooked Israel's closest neighbours and the two Arab countries that it has a peace treaty with, Egypt and Jordan. Egypt says the plan would not only squash the ceasefire, which is supposed to be in negotiations for its second phase this week, Egypt says it could also undermine the foundations of peace in the region, implying that it threatens the long-standing peace treaty that Egypt has with Israel. In Jordan, the warnings are equally dire. Sources close to the Jordanian royal court are saying that the king who is travelling to Washington, D.C. to meet President Trump next week, is going to tell him that this proposal is a recipe for radicalisation around the region, will sow chaos across the Middle East, and could threaten the very survival of Jordan as a state. Hamas, the Palestinian militant group, which is assuming control of large parts of Gaza again, has urged all Palestinian political factions to unite and work with Arab governments to make sure this proposal is not implemented.
Wait. Y'all listening to Hamas? We out here listening to Hamas? That's who we taking advice from? I I don't understand. Egypt talking about this could ruin the peace treaty. How is it going to ruin? How is Egypt saying it could ruin the peace treaty? Not I'm not quite connecting the dots there. Jordan saying it could radicalize the area. I'm not quite seeing the connection there, unless they're saying that the people from Palestine is going to go into other countries because they can't go into their place, right? He's saying they're going to go into other countries and radicalize the place. You're saying that they're going to, these citizens, so you think all of Palestinians are bad? That's crazy. That's crazy talk. Like, I thought peace was stability in the area, not instability. Yeah. I'm not quite sure which part of that I should believe or you should believe, to be honest with you, because they didn't really necessarily give you any information. They just said a whole bunch of wild claims. Oh, it's going to destabilize the place, it's going to ruin peace treaties, it's going to ruin countries, but didn't necessarily say how. And that's the stuff that I don't trust.